There are some books I can't really like vibe with.
Hmm.
So it's not as it's more of a paper shield and not like a sturdy metal shield that I need from the world.
I have to say, I know what you mean. There's either sometimes when things are either too precious, like if it's like a really beautiful book or something,
Mhm.
like the paper's really soft, I'll be nervous to write in it. It just stays blank.
I know the feeling. It's like
Yeah.
so I just found a pile of books that I was too scared to draw in. And let's say somebody else buys a book that they were super excited to work with, but the fear is starting to set in. Like, what
Yeah.
advice would you give them to try to overcome that fear?
I think the best thing for me right away is just writing because um you could just write like I'm so scared about writing in this beautiful book and you could describe how gorgeous the pages are and then it becomes. And another thing I like to do too if I'm feeling too nervous is I'll skip the first page.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like no pressure. That's not even the first page of the book. It's just like it's already in. So you skip the scary part and
Yes,
then
and you can go back to the first page later and
yeah.
get
Or you can
scared
even
again.
work backwards.
Oh, what?
Like I sometimes you just go to the back of the book
Oh my gosh.
and then it's like, oh, that's fine. Like it's not even pretend you didn't even start. But yeah, I like drawing things around you or just writing. Cause I feel like we always have even like writing, even if it's like nonsense,
Mhm.
um, just like observational writing or observational drawing could be helpful. Oh, blind contours.
Oh, that's rich. It is rich. Yes.
Right? Because then it's like right away and blind contours, there's no it's like you're not supposed to care about it
Mhm.
anyways because you're not looking. And if you care about it, you're cheating.
Cheating. Especially
So,
so I wanna, can you sort of throw a definition of blind contours for people
oh
that
yeah,
don't.
absolutely. So blind contour is when you draw something without looking at your page. So or your pen or your paper. So
Mhm,
your hand. So you're only looking at the object which you are drawing. So
mhm.
you're following the object with your eyes and you're kind of it's almost like meditative in that way. Because yeah, you're detached from the oh, sometimes you end up drawing on the page or drawing on your table and whatever you may, but you're totally like becoming one with your your whatever you're observing.
Yeah. And,
Yeah,
these are all, like, techniques to get in the moment as well.
absolutely. I mean, they really do help. It's like it's definitely a way to like I said, it's like super meditative.
Mhm,
And when you're and that's something with journaling too. Generally, you're detached from the product.
mhm.
Like when you're making other things, the product sometimes can be a distraction to you. Like, what is this going to end up looking like? But in a journal, it's supposed to be safe. It's
Absolutely.
yeah.
Open up, and that's what's great about being fearful when you're in a journal. It's like embrace that and use it as a place to deal with that fear.
Right. You can actually just talk about what makes you scared. You can do an entire journal about your fears and then they'll just live in your journal.
Mhm. And then you can just, like, choose a color that is the fear and then, like, just manifesting it. It's like
Yeah.
taking it out of your it's like surgery, taking it out of your body and just, like, throwing it on the thing.
Yeah, it's true. Even in that sense, like I don't use color enough, but like that's a great way too to just jump into something. Like if you're scared of a journal, just choose a color and cover the entire thing with that color.
Oh, true, yeah.
Done.
Page
Page done.
But I like how everyone has their own little tactics to overcome fear and stuff like that, and, like, really, I
Yeah.
see the journal as, like, a place to get in touch with yourself and, just
And give yourself space and time. It's like
space it. Yes.
we don't give ourselves that. We're always like, go, 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 go. And like,
Make that
no,
$1,000,000.
right. It's like, fuck. Sorry. Ah, but yeah, that's true. It's just like almost like it's really important. It's like an anti-capitalist practice,
Hmm.
kind of.
Ooh, tell me more.
Because in that same line of thinking that like everything's supposed to be a product, everything's supposed to be a to-do list. And I write to-do lists in my journal a lot too. And sometimes that stresses me out actually. But like being able to give yourself, and sometimes art, I always thought art generally was that like an anti-capitalist thing, but I realize as I'm getting older, like capitalism is part of everything. But journaling can almost be the antithesis to that, because you're saying, I don't care about what comes out of this. I'm giving myself time to be, just without making or doing. It's more like checking in with yourself, like you said, that kind of thing, which is not, I guess, if someone really wanted to, they could connect it to capitalism, because maybe it's not the anti-capitalist, because, okay, now I'm going to get Jewish, but I'm talking basically like the idea of Shabbat, right? So this idea of rest, a lot of people sometimes falsely interpret that, but it's like a capitalist interpretation, like you need rest in order to produce. So I guess people could look at the idea of journaling so that you can then produce better.
Yeah.
But I kind of am trying to say the opposite, that like there's more value in the rest. There's more value in the absence of doing. And I think that the journal embodies that in a lot of ways. Even though you do to do it, it's like you're focused more on time, and I don't know, or more in the moment. I don't know.
So it sounds like you're proposing you don't rest to produce, you produce in order to rest.
Exactly. Yes. Spot on. That was like better put than any rabbi ever. That was great. Yeah, that was perfect. That's exactly it. Yeah.
I thank you for making that connection to Shabbat. I think a lot about how we need to take a day off in order to relax. And when I first started incorporating that into my schedule, I I had that thought, that capitalist thought, like I'm doing this so that I can be good for my employer or whoever,
Right.
right? But that's living to work.
Right. Exactly. And it's like, is it for them ultimately? And when we view it that way, then it becomes, we devalue ourselves for just who we are and what we embody, not what we do for others.
Oh my God, I like just wanted to cry just now.
This is so nice.
Yeah, like just it's such a hard concept. Like we can nod to it, but our worth is in just being. Like that's a hard thing to really wrap our minds around and hearts around for some.
Right. Especially when we have expectations all the time to
Yeah.
like deal with,
Mhm.
and or feel like you're not living up to or whatever. And it becomes so like so much of like who we think we are. Yeah. That's why we just need like a commune somewhere. I don't know.
So I'm
I don't
curious
know if that's
about
my
like
thing.
your oh, go ahead. Sorry, what was that?
No, 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 no. Go ahead.
No, right. We do need to find the calm. And thank you for the reminder that the point of that's my work phone. Give one second. I'm like, no,
Oh, that's so that's spot on.